What kind of books do you think you need to read in order to change your life? Harry Potter, fictional books, romance novels. Those are the books we read during our childhood days. But we are not kids anymore. We are growing up. And so does the taste of our books. Of course, it was fun, time pass, reading those books, but not anymore. We are talking about books that can change our lives. Let me ask you a simple question and answer this honestly. Go down in the comment section and answer. How many books have you read in the year 2023? Go down and comment. 5 books? Good. 10 books? Great. More than 20? Amazing. Well, me, honestly, I have read 13 books in the last year. Not a great number, is it? Well, not. But I promise that I will read more than 20 books in this year. Now, before continue watching this video, I want you to make a promise right here. Take your right hand and hold it up on your chest and say to yourself that I shall read at least one book within the next month. If you stick to that promise, you earn my respect. So I am going to recommend 5 books that helped me change my life. So when I read these books, I take important notes. The first book we are going to talk about is The Power of Now, written by Eckhart Tolle. Power of Now is anyone's guide towards spirituality. It is a beginner's guide towards spirituality. What is spirituality? How does one become spiritual? That is what he says in this book. So let me read some interesting points from the book. So the whole motto of this book is living in the present. What does that mean? Living in the present. It is as simple as it sounds. Leave the past, live the future. Right now, we are right here in the present. I am talking to you and you're watching me. That is presence. You don't have any other thoughts in your mind. This is presence. Pure consciousness. That is what we need in our lives. So he says, unconscious mind is a monster and it tries to control you. Only presence can defeat it. The secret of life is to die before you die, knowing that there is no death. Let me repeat that. The secret of life is to die before you die, knowing that there is no death. What does that mean? There is something which we don't even know that exists, and that we shall discover in this book. So the second book which I'm discussing here is called as The Way of Superior Man by David Deida. The Way of Superior Man is a fantastic book, and this book is exactly what our generation needs. It discusses about our gender roles. Let me tell you something. Most of us, most of us don't know our traditional gender roles. See, a man is masculine. There is a spectrum here. A man is masculine and a woman is feminine. Both are different, two genders. But what is happening? We are trying to bring them, we want them to be equal. Well, guess what? It will never happen. A man and a woman are different genders and they can never be equal. A masculine man wants freedom. That is what he says. A masculine man wants freedom and a feminine woman wants love. See, if we go back to the generation of our grandfathers, our great grandfathers, it was perfect. Perfectly all right. The gender roles, the traditional roles they used to play, it was perfect. But we are forgetting our gender roles. Why is this happening? Because of social media, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, status, and whatnot. What does these things do? Bollywood, Hollywood, recent modern movies. They create these perfect angles, they create these perfect scenarios of a person that doesn't even exist in the real world. Let me read a few quotes from this book, which I have noted down. He says, a man without purpose is lost. Discover your purpose now. Woman chases love and a man chases freedom. Masculine man is consciousness, feminine is goddess of love. So this is a great book to anyone out there who want to rediscover your purpose and improve your life. So the next book I want you to read here is called as the Seven Laws of Success, written by Deepak Chopra. This is somewhat advanced book about spirituality. He discusses seven laws and how to get advanced knowledge in spirituality. So the laws he states are: first law, the law of pure potentiality. Be silent, be non-judgmental. Say this to yourself: today I shall judge nothing that occurs. Second law, the law of giving and receiving. The money must circulate. The more you give, the more you get. And third law is the law of karma, or the law of action, conscious choice making. Life is a continuum of choices. Fourth law is the law of least effort. Every problem is an opportunity to disguise. Law of intention and desire. There are two beautiful quotes which I want to read here. Universe is your extended body. Time is the movement of thought. Universe is your extended body, and time is the movement of thought. That's the fifth law. And the sixth law is the law of detachment. Preparation plus opportunity equals good luck. Uncertainty is the right path. Release your attachment to what you want. And the last one is the law of dharma, or the law of purpose. Express your unique talent to benefit the mankind. Human being is the form of forgotten spirituality. Human being is the form of forgotten spirituality. The fourth book I want you to read is called as Atomic Habits, written by James Clear. Atomic Habits, written by James Clear. So this book, my lecture in college recommended me to read this book, and I did, and it is an exceptional book. The book breaks down the science of habit creation. It tells you how habits are formed, what are the reason behind why we do certain things. Let me give an example. I had a habit of not exercising regularly. Not anymore. I exercise regularly now, but I had a habit of not exercising regularly. So what I did was, I thought I will do at least one push up, or one punch in the back, or let's say one curl. So over a period of time, what happens is, I haven't broken my habit. I'm still doing it. Even if it is the least amount, I'm doing it every day. And that is how habits are formed. See, he says, habits are formed by repeating our actions. Repeat your actions daily and it shall become your habit. And 1% improvement in all areas leads to improvement in your life. Then he says, three ways to build a habit: make it obvious, make it attractive, let it be easy, and let there be a reward to what you do. And there's one thing I want you to know. He says, you begin to stop improving after a habit has been formed. This I have observed in myself. After you reach a certain level, it's somewhat a saturation point where you think you're doing everything perfectly, but then what? You will not be improving. Of course, you can improve, but we are normal people. We will reach a saturation point and we need to put more effort in order to cross the saturation point. So you begin to stop improving after you reach a certain level. Keep that in mind. And as I said, it's an amazing book to form good habits. So the last book I want you to know is called as Think Like a Monk, written by Jay Shetty. This book gives you a perspective of how a monk thinks. Jay Shetty is a motivational speaker with his motto, Wisdom Go Viral. You can check in YouTube itself, his videos, and what you will see is, he was a normal boy from London, UK, and then he becomes a great monk. And then he is in this transitional state of a normal man and a monk. So he has combined this and he is living his life in the best way possible. And what he says in the book is, how does a monk think? Let's say you come across a difficult situation. Now, what does a monk think? What does a monk do? That is what he says in his book. And he gives various instances from his life and explains it and gives some kind of values from them. So it's a great book to get a perspective of how a monk thinks and also to know Jay Shetty more. That said, like the video, subscribe my channel, and press that bell icon if you haven't. And we'll see you in the next video. And always remember, whatever there is, you shall know it by being in the present. Thank you.